Hey everybody, Dave Bazanko here for Resilient Strategies. And today we're going to talk about building successful habits, how you do that. A great book that I read a few years ago was Atomic Habits by James Clear. And a lot of the strategies in that book really resonated with me. But there are 4 specific strategies that I want to talk about today that are going to be just sort of jumping off the page at you if you haven't started this already. Now, the 4 things in order are, whenever you want to start a new habit, you have to do 4 things. You've got to make it obvious, you've got to make it easy, you got to make it attractive, and you got to make it satisfying. So what does that mean? How do we break that down? Well, let's talk about a couple of good habits that I've started because I've followed those 4 steps. One of those good habits was actually getting back into doing pull-ups, chin-ups. I've got a workout routine that I used to do when I was coaching rowing. I used to actually go to the high school with the kids in the morning, and I would do chin-ups with them to inspire them that, hey, if an old guy like me can do it, surely young, fit, or reasonably fit young men should be able to do the same thing. They inspired me, and by actually going out and making it obvious that this is going to be a part of our routine every day. The chin-up bar is right there. We're all going to do it. We're going to do it together, regardless of how many you can do. It became a challenging activity. It became an obvious activity, a satisfying activity because people could see their progress. It was rewarding, obviously, because you could see your progress. So when I take that back into my day-to-day life now, it's in my house, in my basement, in my gym, I have a chin-up bar, one of those ones that hang in your door frame. And here's the thing. When I clean up my office where that chin-up bar hangs, because we might be having company coming over, I always take the chin-up bar off and I put it away. So it's no longer obvious. And that's when I get into trouble. If it's not out there on that door frame, I don't see it. It's out of sight, out of mind. That's a marketing tip. You want to be top of mind when the customer is in need. That's how you get your brand in front of the customer. Well, it's no different with habits. If the habit that I'm trying to form is to do chin-ups every day, then I've got to make the habit obvious. I've got to make the routine obvious. And as soon as I put away that chin-up bar, it's no longer obvious. So even though there's those 4 steps, I've really broken it down to that one step, that one crucial step, make it obvious. If it's on the door frame, I will do it. I will do my series of chin-ups. If it's not there, I will find reasons to skip doing them. Not sure why, that's just the way our brain works. Now, let's put that into context with something that may not be good for us. Well, if you followed any of my videos, you know that I grew up in a household where my father sold potato chips. And I had keys to a potato chip truck most of my youth that allowed me to have access to my dietary pleasures, if you will. And yeah, I ate potato chips my entire life. That's my biggest vice. But today I know that I shouldn't be eating them. Definitely not in the manner that I used to. So how do I make it obvious or not obvious to have that in my life? Well, the trick is don't buy them. If I don't buy them, I'm way too lazy. If I'm in the mood to have them, which is pretty much all the time, I don't think you ever break that addiction. I always crave chips. I crave the salt. It's just, I love them. But I'm too lazy to go to the store and buy them. So if they're not in my house, I don't eat them. I don't think there's really at any point a time that you overcome a food addiction. You've just got to come up with strategies to not eat bad things. And one of those strategies is don't have them in the house in the first place. So that's how you make it not obvious. If those chips aren't there and I got to make an effort to go get them, I'm not going to eat them. So you can make things obvious, like a chin-up bar, to do good things, or you can make things less obvious, like not having chips in your house, to not do bad things. Is it rewarding to follow either one of these two habits? Absolutely. I feel better about myself when I don't eat a complete bag of chips, because I have no willpower. I would eat one of those big bags of chips, no problem. Do I feel better after I've done chin-ups, even though it sometimes is a struggle? Absolutely. Is it easy? Well, when the chin-up bar is there and I can see it, it's dead simple. Get on that sucker and start pulling. If I don't have to go to if the chips are in the house, that's easy. That's way too easy. If they're not there, I'm making it not easy, and therefore I'm probably not going to go get them. So when it comes to developing good habits, make it easy, make it attractive. What is the attractive part of not eating chips? Well, the attractive part is how I'm going to feel about myself. I'm not going to feel guilty that I ate an entire bag of chips. I'm going to feel good about how my body feels, because I don't feel bloated or gross because I just ate an entire bag of chips by myself. So you want the feeling to be attractive. When I do chin-ups and then I'll do the weight training, then jump on my bike and do some cardio, I like looking in the mirror going, yeah, I see the veins popping on my arms. That means I did something good for myself, for my upper body. I feel good about that. I feel good about the fact that I can lift my body weight. I can do more than the average 58-year-old can do, which is kind of cool. So, am I making it attractive? Absolutely. And is it rewarding? 100%. So the big takeaway for me is, even though there are those 4 steps, the biggest one for me is make it obvious or make it less obvious. If you can manage that, and you can look at your life, ask yourself, what do I want to do more of? What do I want to do less of? The stuff you want to do more of, make it obvious. The stuff you want to do less of, put it away, make it less obvious. If you can manage to do that, you are 1,000% ahead of the game. And if you're looking to dive into this topic in a lot more detail and you want to buy the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. It is a fantastic read, one of my favorites. Guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe. Hey, leave a comment in the comments below. I would love to hear if you've used this strategy before and if it's worked for you. I would love to hear what challenges, what habits you're trying to break, and maybe we can come up with some strategies to help you break them. If you're enjoying this content, please like, subscribe, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Have an awesome day ahead, everybody. Bye for now.